صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت من الجن والإنس وما أنت خالقه إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد أنفاسهم وألفاظهم وألحاظهم من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد طيران الجن والملائكة من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد الطيور والهوام وعدد الوحوش والآكام في مشارق الأرض ومغاربها. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد الأحياء والأموات. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد ما أظلم عليه الليل وأشرق عليه النهار من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد عدد من يمشي على رجلين ومن يمشي على أربع من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد من صلى عليه من الجن والإنس والملائكة من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد من لم يصل عليه. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما يجب أن يصلى عليه. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما ينبغي أن يصلى عليه. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد حتى لا يبقى شيء من الصلاة عليه. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الأولين وصل على سيدنا محمد في الآخرين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وأسألك اللهم بالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا آدم عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا نوح عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هود عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إبراهيم عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا صالح عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يونس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أيوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يعقوب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوسف عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا موسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا هارون عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعيب عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إسماعيل عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا داود عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا سليمان عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا زكريا عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يحيى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا أرميا عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا شعياء عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا إلياس عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا اليسع عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا ذو الكفل عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا يوشع عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام، وبالأسماء التي دعاك بها سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وعلى جميع النبيين والمرسلين أن تصلي على سيدنا محمد نبيك عدد ما خلقته من قبل أن تكون السماء مبنية والأرض مدحية والجبال مرسية والبحار مجرأة والعيون منفجرة والأنهار منهمرة والشمس مضحية والقمر مضيئا والكواكب مستنيرة، كنت حيث كنت لا يعلم أحد حيث كنت إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد حلمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد علمك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كلماتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد نعمتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك، وصل على سيدنا محمد ملء عرشك، وصل على سيدنا محمد زينة عرشك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما جرى به القلم في الكتاب، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 سماواتك، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما أنت خالق فيهن إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل قطرة قطرت من سماواتك إلى أرضك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد من يسبحك ويهللك ويكبرك ويعظمك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أنفاسهم وألفاظهم، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل نسمة خلقتها فيهم من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد السحاب الجارية، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد الرياح الذارية من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما هبت عليه الرياح وحركته من الأغصان والأشجار والأوراق والثمار، وجميع ما خلقت على أرضك وما بين سماواتك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد نجوم السماء من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد ملء أرضك مما حملت وأقلت من قدرتك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت في 7 بحارك مما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت وما أنت خالقه فيها إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد ملء 7 بحارك، وصل على سيدنا محمد زنة 7 بحارك مما حملت وأقلت من قدرتك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد أمواج بحارك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد الرمل والحصى في مستقر الأرضين وسهلها وجبالها من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد اضطراب المياه العذبة والملحة من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقته على جديد أرضك في مستقر الأرضين شرقها وغربها سهلها وجبالها وأوديتها وطريقها وعامرها وغامرها إلى سائر ما خلقته عليها وما فيها ومدر وحجر من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي عدد نبات الأرض من قبلتها وشرقها وغربها وسهلها وجبالها وأوديتها وأشجارها وثمارها وأوراقها وزروعها وجميع ما يخرج من نباتها وبركاتها من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد ما خلقت من الجن والإنس والشياطين وما أنت خالقه منهم إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل شعرة في أبدانهم وفي وجوههم وعلى رؤوسهم منذ خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد خفقان الطير وطيران الجن والشياطين من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل بهيمة خلقتها على جديد أرضك من صغير أو كبير في مشارق الأرض ومغاربها من إنسها وجنها ومما لا يعلم علمه إلا أنت من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد خطاهم على وجه الأرض من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد من يصلي عليه، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد من لم يصل عليه، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد القطر والمطر والنبات، وصل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل شيء. اللهم وصل على سيدنا محمد في الليل إذا يغشى، وصل على سيدنا محمد في النهار إذا تجلى، وصل على سيدنا محمد في الآخرة والأولى، وصل على سيدنا محمد شابا زكيا، وصل على سيدنا محمد كهلا مرضيا، وصل على سيدنا محمد منذ كان في المهد صبيا، وصل على سيدنا محمد حتى لا يبقى من الصلاة شيء. اللهم وأعط سيدنا محمدا المقام المحمود الذي وعدته، الذي إذا قال صدقته وإذا سأل أعطيته. اللهم وأعظم برهانه وشرف بنيانه وأبلج حجته وبين فضيلته. اللهم وتقبل شفاعته في أمته، واستعملنا بسنته، وتوفنا على ملته، واحشرنا في زمرته وتحت لوائه، واجعلنا من رفقائه، وأوردنا حوضه، واسقنا بكأسه، وانفعنا بمحبته، اللهم آمين. وأسألك بأسمائك التي دعوتك بها.
وعلى آل سيدنا أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أنصار سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا. لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وعز جنده وعزم الأحزاب وحده. لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أنصار سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما تسليما كثيرا الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
to pray the namaz for the Eid. Straighten your lines. Huh? Make intention to pray 2 rakats, Salatul Eid. Inshallah, it will be accepted.
Salatul Eid, bayram namazına niyet.
Allahu Ekber.
Allahu Ekber.
Allahu Ekber.
Allahu Ekber.
Allahu Ekber.
Allahu
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين
آمين.
قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي الدين. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
سمع الله لمن حمده.
ربنا ولك الحمد.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
آمين.
قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
سمع الله لمن حمده.
ربنا ولك الحمد.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله
الله
أكبر.
أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
الله أكبر.
تحيات السلام عليك يا نبي السلام عليك أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد.
لبيك
اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا
saadetlerinin aziz, pak, münevver, mutahhar ruh şeriflerine salavat-ı şerife getirmelerinin ahir ve akıbetleri hayrola. Âl-i ezvacı, tahiret evladı, Resul-i Eshab-ı efendilerimizin vesaire enbiya-i ve Resulü fihan hazıratın erva şeriflerine Pirimiz Bilal Habeşi radıyallahu anh efendimizin, Şeyhimiz sahibi Seyyid Şeyh Abdülkerim el-Kıbrıs Rabbani Hazretlerinin ve alel husus bu caminin banisi ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş imam müezzin kanunlarının ve kahve ehli imanın ervahı için Allah rızası için El Fatiha. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâiketehu yusallûne alen-nebî. Ya eyyühellezîne âmenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ.
Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammed ve ala seyyidina Muhammed.
Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya ale's-salah. Hayya ale's-salah. Hayya alel-felah. Hayya alel-felah. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. La ilahe illallah.
Elhamdülillah, elhamdülillah, elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Esselatu vesselamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmaîn. Nahmedullah Teala, nastağfir ve eşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike leh. Ve neşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluh. Sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve ezvacihi ve sahibi tabi'i hulefai raşidin mahdin min ba'di. Ve zirâli ümmeti ala tahkik. خصوصا على العميد خلفاء رسول الله تحقيق أمراء المؤمنين حضرة أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعلى باقي الصحابة التابعين رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. يا أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون اتقوا الله تعالى وإن الله مع الذين اتقوا والذين هم محسنون. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله هو الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. لبيك اللهم لبيك، لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك، إن الحمد ونعمة لك والملك لا شريك له. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala eşrafil enbiya ve mursalin. Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of the universes. All praises are due to Allah, the one, without partner. All praises are due to Allah, the King of kings. May peace and blessings be upon the pride of the universes, the son of the two sacrifices, the intercessor of the day of judgment, Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam, and upon his noble family and blessed companions. May peace and blessings be upon the four Khulafa Rashidin, Hazrati Siddiqul Akbar, Hazrati Farukul Azam, Hazrati Zurnurain, and Hazrati Shahi Mardan. May peace and blessings be upon the Mashayikh of the Tarikatul Naqshbandiyatul Aliyah. May peace and blessings be upon all the Khulafa and Sultans, especially upon the noble house of the House of Osman. May peace and blessings be upon all those who walk in their footsteps and keep their traditions until the last day. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, Ya ayyuhal muslimun, O believers, O Muslims, welcome to you on the day of Eid al-Adha, the day of Qurban, in the days of the blessed Hajj. Today is a celebration for anyone who is an obedient servant to Allah. Hazrat Hassan al-Basri Qadasah said, every day in which Allah is not disobeyed is a celebration. Every day the believer spends in obedience, servitude, remembrance, and gratitude is a celebration. Look to the world we are living now. Is this world celebrating? Today's world, mankind has completely lost his compass. Mankind, east and west, north and south, are in complete disobedience to Allah. We are returning to Jahiliyyah faster and faster every year. And we have set up new idols around the Kaaba. The idols that people thought they had destroyed are once again being worshipped. Not the physical idols, the other idols that we have put into our heart. From political ideology like democracy, which so many thought was a perfect government, is now showing its deadly weak point, the tyranny of the majority. So now the majorities in democratic countries are taking the rights from the minorities. And nobody can stop it because it is perfectly legal. And the countries that are not democratic don't think they are any better. They are against democracy, and they're becoming more and more tyrannical. They are treating human beings like animals that can be worked and slaughtered. And now they are becoming more and more brave to massacre people in front of the eyes of the world. And in the Muslim lands, the Muslim leaders are running away from anything that has to do with Islam and running to everything offered by kufr. Even in the Hijaz, the homeland of Islam, the people are turning back to their Jahil roots, digging up their mushrik past and bulldozing the reminders of Islam. Muslim lands are being taken over by non-Muslims, and Muslims are living in their own homes like prisons. Meanwhile, the Muslim leaders, rather than looking to Islam for solutions, insult the sultans and the kings who came before them, saying that they were all corrupt and cruel. Look around. What is there to celebrate? Racism is taking over, making people kill just based on the color of their skin. Racial divisions, which the Holy Prophet ﷺ came 1400 years ago to erase, are building walls now that are causing mass killings and violence. People are hating each other and seeking to destroy each other only because of the color of their skin. This is complete Jahiliyyah. And the days that the Holy Prophet ﷺ described, when a man will be killed, and neither the killer nor the victim will know the reason for the murder, they have come to this world, east and west, north and south, amongst our youth and amongst the adults. Everywhere in the world, people are just filled with anger. And they're walking into schools, into malls, into parks, and shooting and killing innocent people with no reason. The rich are treating the poor like their slaves. Just a handful of rich people are controlling the resources and the wealth of the entire earth, stealing from the poor ones who have nowhere to turn. Even for those who are claiming to follow the way of the prophets and the saints, their situation is worsening. Believers and murids are falling into thanklessness and faithlessness. Murids of Akhir Zaman have loyalty to the Shaykh only if he's sweet and nice and giving them what they want. As long as the Shaykh behaves the way they want, they are loyal. As soon as the Shaykh tries to correct them, they say this is injustice and they walk away. On this day of Eid, in the Hijri year of 1440, this is the state of the world that we're living in. Yes, today all of creation is saying with a word of obedience to Allah. All of creation is echoing with the call of our grandfather Ibrahim alayhi salam. All of creation is addressing to our Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, saying, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Here I am. Oh my Lord, I am at your service. Here I am. You have no partner. Truly the praise and the blessing, they belong to you. And the kingdom, you have no partner. The labbaik is saying, here I am, Ya Allah. Here I am. I've left everything. I've returned to you. I'm coming back to you. Ya Allah, I left everything. I'm returning to you. I left my ethnicity. I left my politics. I've left my wealth, my ideology, my country. Here I am. Here I am. The Haji says that labbaik while he is wrapped up in his funeral shroud in his ihram. The Haji says labbaik, showing, Ya Rabbi, I'm here. I've returned to you. He doesn't want anything more. He just wants to return to Allah. And in that saying of labbaik, the real Haji tastes the sweetness of dying before he dies. And he tastes the pleasure of returning to his Lord. And even though he doesn't want to go back, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending the Haji back. And when people see that Hajj, they can now feel the satisfaction, the peace that he is bringing with him. He returns to his community, and when the people kiss his hand and greet him, the love of this dunya falls off their shoulders, and the love of Allah that the Haji is carrying enter into their hearts. This is because those who make the real Hajj, they have experienced death to this world, and with that death they are able to return to Allah, which is why in the old days, when people make the intention to go to the Hajj, they make the intention to die there and not to return. When they left their families, they make no plans to return. Their journey to the Haramain was their last journey. Everyone wanted to die in Mecca, and when they finally did travel home, it was as a duty to do the hizmet of Allah. They have died from their egos and their desires, and they have returned being reunited with Allah. And the Haji brings that taste to his country. Ahir Zaman Hajis is completely different. Their intention for Hajj is not to return to Allah, but just to quickly go and do the rituals so that we can earn the title of Haji. Hajj is not a chance to transform ourselves in this Ahir Zaman. It's not a chance to be dead to our dunya and desires. It's not a chance to transform the world and to remind the world to return to Allah. In the Hajj of the Ahir Zaman, it has become a ritual, a vacation, a shopping spree. So that kind of Hajj, it doesn't change you. That kind of Hajj, it doesn't transform the world. It doesn't give you the sweetness of faith. You come the same and you go back the same. But Hajj is the chance for mankind to change and to gain the pleasure of his Lord. O believers, we have just finished the day of Arafah. The day of Qalu Bala, it happened at Arafat. Arafah is supposed to be a rehearsal for Judgment Day, as it is a reminder of the day of promises, when humanity of every color, every nation, every corner of the earth comes and stands in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Arafah night is supposed to be a night to ask for forgiveness. And that vast forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings humiliation and shame to shaitan. Inshallah Rahman, we're asking that our Hajj be accepted. We're asking that our Hajj and our sacrifice be accepted by Allah and by the Holy Ones. We are asking for the support of the Holy Ones for us to be able to complete our faith properly. Because Arafat is to remember that promise of, am I not your Lord? That promise is the foundation of our existence. When we said, you are our Lord and we are your servants, we only worship you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves to look at his good servants on Arafah. The Holy Prophet ﷺ says, there is no day when Allah frees more of his servants from the hellfire than the day of Arafat. He draws near and then he boasts of them to the angels, saying, what do these servants want? In Arafah, our Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking that question of the angels, what do my servants want? We should be sincere. If the angels come and look into our hearts, what would they see our desire to be? When the Prophet ﷺ and his companions and the holy ones, they go on the Hajj, the only desire is Allah. They have worn the ihram as a funeral shroud, and they have presented themselves in the Kaaba as sacrifices to their Lord. Their only desire is to return to Him. But what about us, 21st century people? What will the angels see in our hearts? What will the angels see other than our desire for this dunya, for money, our desire for comfort, our desire for our selfish life? What will the angels see other than love of dunya and the fear of death? What will the angels see other than a nation that has turned its face away from Allah and is turned towards the enemies of Islam? On the same spot where we made that promise in pre-eternity, today's people are making new promises, not to Allah, but to their ego. We are making promise to become better servants of our ego, because people don't go to Arafat to seek forgiveness anymore. If people were at Arafat sincerely asking forgiveness for themselves and for the ummah, then it would show in their dua, because our forgiveness is rooted in the mistake that we made, and that mistake was the removal of the Khilafat. If the duas of Arafat were seeking forgiveness for that mistake, then everyone should be asking for an end to zulm. Everyone would be asking for the return of the Khilafat. Everyone would be asking for the zuhur of Mahdi alayhi salam, the one who will end tyranny and bring justice. But the duas in Arafat are just for more comfort for our ego. The duas are for a better job, more health and not to get sick, more wealth and the fear of poverty. The duas are to have a family that is a center of our life. The dua is for money so that we're independent and never feeling that we are in need. In a place where we are supposed to be shaking with the fear of Allah in preparation for Yawmul Qiyamah, we are asking for our dunya to continue forever. When the angels look into our hearts, will they see the sacrifice of Ibrahim alayhi salam, where our only desires are for the sake of Allah, and then even Allah asks us to make that sacrifice? Will they see the submission of Ismail alayhi salam, the submission to be sacrificed, and that purity making him to carry the light of the Holy Prophet alayhi salam? Will they find a heart that is ready to march to Karbala and be sacrificed for the sake of Haqq? Will they find a heart that is ready to march without shoes to the front lines of Çanakkale, ready to bear starvation for the sake of saving the Khilafat? Will they find the heart of Sultan Abdul Hamid Khan, Jannat Mekan, who gave up his rights, his haqq, just to save the ummah from bloodshed? What will the angels see in the hearts of Akhir Zaman people? From a people who do not even have a Khalifa to lead them. A disgraced, dishonored people who didn't just lose their Khalifa, but lost their desire to bring the Khalifa back. In the first years of the Holy Prophet ﷺ's message, the mushrik, the kuffar, used to put cotton in their ears when he would speak, saying that he was preaching sorcery. This is what happened today when we mention Khilafat. Nobody wants to hear about it. They say the Khilafat finished 100 years ago. Why are you still stuck on it? We left the Khalifa at a train station in the middle of the night with only a Jewish man to serve him tea. Why are you reminding us? We exiled the sultans and their children and stripped them of their names and their titles and their possessions. Why are you talking about them? We curse the names of the Khulafa and brainwash our people to think that they were evil. Why are you mentioning them? This is the attitude towards Khilafat today. The rejection of the Khilafat is the rejection of Islam. As Farooq al-Azam, Hazrat Umar, said, there is no Islam without Jamaat, and there is no Jamaat without leadership, and there is no leadership without Sami'na wa Ata'na, hearing and obeying. How can Muslims pray to Allah when we are collectively in gunah for having rejected the Khalifa? Hujjatul Islam, Imam al-Ghazali said that if there is no Khalifa, all the people will be on the verge of haram. And the great Imam Nasafi radiallahu anh said, put simply, the Muslims must have a Khalifa who enforces the rules, establishes the laws, defends the frontiers, equips the armies, collects zakat, punishes criminals, establishes Jummah, establishes the 2 Eids, settles disputes among the servants of Allah, accepts the testimony of witnesses, acts as a marriage guardian for the young and the orphans, and distributes the wealth. Understand this statement. Without Khilafat, there cannot be law, there cannot be zakat, there cannot be Jummah. There cannot be Eid, there cannot be justice. We are asking Allah to accept our worship, counting us as those who are praying and wishing that we have a Khilafat. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, the defender of Ahl Sunnah wa Jamaat, told us what we are living through when he said, the fitna will occur when there is no imam taking care of the affairs of the Muslims. And now that fitna is all around us. Khilafat is not something extra. Khilafat is the backbone of Islam. And when the backbone is taken out, the body doesn't stand. All 1.5 billion Muslims can go and stand in Arafat, but nothing will change because we have no desire to bring the Khalifa back. The foundation of forgiveness is that a person admits that he did something wrong. A condition of seeking forgiveness is that a person acknowledges his mistake and tries to fix it. But we are convinced we did not do anything wrong. We don't know why the ummah is sick, and we aren't trying to cure our illness. Holy Prophet ﷺ diagnosed our illness 1400 years ago when he said, by the one in whose hand is my soul, you must enjoin good and forbid evil, or else Allah will soon send punishment upon you. Then you will call upon Allah and it will not be answered for you. Without the Khalifa, there cannot be Amri bil Ma'ruf wa Nahy anil Munkar. And because that is gone from us, even our du'as are not being answered. But the hearts of the Muslims, majority, don't even have the feeling of this loss. Nothing stirs in the hearts of the Muslims when they think about the removal of the Khilafat. And that is the great victory of the enemies of Islam. They not only remove the Khalifa from the throne, they remove the love of the Khalifa from our hearts. So now, instead of desiring an imam to lead us, we have become in love with the false freedom and anarchy that are all around us. And so today the Muslims fight against to the Khalifa instead of fighting for him, as they did for 1400 years. If we have any dislike of the Khalifa inside our hearts, then we may find ourselves on the side of Dajjal and Batil. This is the danger of Akhir Zaman. So today the people go to the Hajj and think that they are worshipping Allah, but they forget and are against His shadow on earth. Without that shadow, we are left unprotected. Look at the world. Look at what is happening to this ummah when it has nobody to shield it and protect it. But today's Hajj is a selfish Hajj. If people's Hajj was making them to think and wake up, then we would not see the Hajj of today. We would not see a Hajj where the rich eat in luxurious private tents, while the poor starve just outside. We would not see people turn their backs to the Kaaba, put their arms around their wives and snap selfies in the sacred house where Rasulullah ﷺ prayed. We would not see so-called alims and ustaz sit in the tower hotels smiling and proudly showing themselves, sitting in armchairs with their feet pointing to the Kaaba from hundreds of feet above. People visit the malls and the restaurants of Mecca because its tombs, its holy caves, and its holy mountains have been blown up or sealed off with signs warning against shirk and bid'at. If a man is sincerely thinking about that judgment day, thinking about standing in front of his Lord and being judged for all of his actions and his intentions, if he's really believing that his ihram is his funeral shroud, then it will show in his actions. Such a man will never engage in the shameful, humiliating, dishonorable actions that are taking place at the Haram-e-Sharif today. Such a man would never dare to consume food like a tyrant in the area of Mina and to waste food while others starve. Such a man would not even imagine to take photographs of himself while using the Kaaba as a backdrop, turning his back to the house of Allah. Such a man would not sit in his towering hotel saying Labbaik while pointing his feet down to Baytullah. Yes, today in the Haram-e-Sharif, all the things that boost the ego are honored and developed. But any place that reminds you of the Holy Prophet, ﷺ, any place that reminds you of the Sahabi Kiram, any place that reminds you of death, it is sealed off and covered with signs that say, no entry, bid'at, kufur and shirk. Because Hajj today is not about running after holiness. Today's Hajj is about getting the most for your money. A capitalist, consumerist Hajj. The belief is, I paid my money. I want my value. And what is the value? Is the value to have a visit to enter into the holy places where the Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba Kiram touched and prayed at? No. The value is to have a nice hotel with a comfortable bed, to have all your meals taken care, to have private transportation, to have whatever you want. So Hajj became a business. If you want to pay $10,000, there is a package for you. If you want to pay $100,000, there is a package for you. Instead of running after the Hajj that makes Allah the most pleased, the people are running after the Hajj that is making them the most pleased. Holy Prophet ﷺ already told us about this when he said, near the day of judgment, the rich ones from amongst my ummah will perform Hajj for the sake of travel and holiday. The middle class will go to Hajj for business, bringing goods from here to there. The scholars will perform Hajj for the sake of show and fame. The poor will perform Hajj for the purpose of begging. And people used to take the Holy Prophet ﷺ's warning seriously. And the people used to come to the sheikhs to check if they were performing the Hajj properly. Once a man came to Hazrat Junaid al-Baghdadi, Qaddasallahu Sir, after coming from Hajj. Hazrat Junaid asked the man, did you really go to Hajj? He said, yes, Ya Shaykh. Hazrat Junaid asked, when you left for the Hajj, did you promise you would give up all your sins? The man said, no, I didn't even think of that. Hazrat Junaid said, then you didn't even take one step for Hajj. While you were making this sacred journey and stopping at different places in the night, did you ever think of coming closer to Allah? The man said, no. Hazrat Junaid said, then you didn't even travel to the Kaaba or even visit it. When you put on your ihram and took off your regular clothes, did you make intention to leave all your haram actions and thinking? The man said, no, I had no idea. Then you didn't even wear ihram. When you stood in Arafah and was begging from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, did you feel like you were standing in divine presence and seeing Him? The man said, no, I didn't feel anything like that. Hazrat Junaid then started to get upset. And he said, well, when you got to Muzdalifah, did you promise that you would give up the evil desires from your body? The man said, no. Then you didn't go to Muzdalifah at all. Tell me this, did you catch glimpses of the divine beauty when you did tawaf around Allah's house? The man said, no, Shaykh, I didn't see anything like that. Hazrat Junaid then asked, then you never made tawaf. Did you put your hands on the black stone and kiss it? The man said, yes. Hazrat Junaid turned white and fear came into his face. And he said, disaster to you. Disaster to you. Because the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, whoever places his hands on the black stone is like he actually shook hands with Allah. And whoever shakes the hand of Allah will in every way be safe from all things. Did you feel that safety? The man said, no. Hazrat Junaid asked, when you ran between the Safa and Marwa, did you realize the wisdom, significance, and goal of what you were doing? The man said, no. Hazrat Junaid said, then you didn't run between Safa and Marwa. When you sacrifice an animal, did you sacrifice your ego in the way of Allah? The man said, no. Hazrat Junaid said, then you didn't make any qurban. When you threw stones at the Jamarat, did you make an intention to get rid of your evil companions and friends and desires? The man said, no. Hazrat Junaid said, then you didn't even throw the stones. Go back and do your Hajj again, paying attention to what I told you, so that your Hajj might have something in common with the Hajj of Hazrat Ibrahim. This kind of Hajj is real. For 1400 years, the Hajjis were chasing for that kind of Hajj. Our Shaykh, Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kibrisi Rabbani Qaddasallahu Sir, made this kind of Hajj. He left everything behind in the Hajj, even food and water. The only thing he put into his mouth was the water of Zamzam, until his body transformed and the smell of paradise came out from his every cell. When he went to Medina, the Rawza Mubarak would blow out the fragrance of Rasulullah ﷺ, while Shaykh Afendi would stand presenting his salat and salam until the whole masjid would follow him to greet the Holy Prophet. That is today's Hajj. We must run from the evil of today. And we must run towards our holy traditions. We are running to go back to the Hajj of the Awliya and the Salihin. We are running to have a Qurban that is accepted by our Lord, that brings us to His pleasure. We are running to say Labbaik, the way that Sultan al-Awliya, Shaykh Maulana Muhammad Nazim Adil Al-Haqqani is teaching us, transmitting to us from Grand Sheikh Abdullah Faiz Dagestani, Qadasallah Sir, saying, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, which means, O our Lord, with our whole being, physical and spiritual, we are running to you, running after your call. As you are calling us to come for Hajj, to visit your holy house, the house of the Lord, we are running to you with all our humbleness. Labbaik, just running to you. We are leaving everything and we are following your call. Labbaik, Allahumma labbaik, labbaika la sharika la, labbaik. No one can be a partner to you. We have left everyone who is claiming to be your partner. We are not hearing, not listening to them. We are not accepting their commands. We live only for you. We are running to you. We are weak servants, coming from the nation of your true servant. In alhamd, all glorifying, praising, absolute thanks that may be offered to you by your servant. It is for you, only for you. Wa ni'mata, what you are granting to us, your servants, from every kind of ni'mat, favors and blessings, is from you only. Laka wal mulk, mulk. Everything in existence, including ourselves, belongs to you. La sharika la. May Allah accept our intention. May Allah accept our Eid. May Allah accept our service, dunya and akhirat. Ameen. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك لا إله إلا أنت لا إله إلا أنت سبحان قدوس إن الإسلام آمين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي El-Fatiha.
Biz Osmanlıyız. Biz Osmanlıyız. Her şanlıyız. Her şanlıyız. Tekbir. Allahu Ekber. Tekbir. Allahu Ekber. Tekbir. Allahu Ekber.
Walillahil hamd. Selamun aleyküm. Alhamdulillah. Shukr. Eid Mubarak. Welcome to you, inshallah. A day of celebration. Some understanding, some harsh words we may say for people to wake up. Nation needs to wake up, not to go more into sleep. It is a celebration. We're saying shukr to Allah. It is a day of happiness. We must be happy for what Allah has given us. But we cannot be happy with all the wrong things that is happening. This is the difference. May Allah accept our celebration, inshallah, as a worship for Him. And may Allah bless all those ones from us, from our families, from our grandfathers who have passed. And may Allah bless all those ones who are going to come. For the sake of the holy ones, for the sake of Sahib al-Saif, Al-Fatiha. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. Now sit and be happy. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What's happening now?